can we have one big English?
Sure, so would you like fried egg or scrambled with eggs?
I would like scrambled.
Thank you.
One orange juice.
Yeah, orange juice.
Yeah.
One orange, yeah,
Two
two oranges.
And tea, coffee. That's what we're here for.
Americano coffee, a cappuccino, latte, a flat white, Americano, yeah, that's enough.
Thank you.
Any food allergies at all? No, that's enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that's nice. Thank you.
Cabinets by fail, an oxygen mask will automatically appear from the panel above the
El chaleco se infla tirando de las placas rojas.
It can also be inflated by blowing into the tube. You may only... Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the...
Muchas gracias. Oh, cool.
Wow, this is a big room.
Room tour, isn't it? Wow, so pretty. Oh my god. I know. But what about this one? Is that free? 額
The only thing that's free is the
Oh,
water.
I see. Oh my god, so pretty.
Trust me.
はい。
Right, it's nice.
うん。
It's very Barcelona. I like it.
Yeah, very pretty.
And we can see the Sagrada Familia.
Really?
Can you zoom?
Yeah.